Well, hello there YouTubers, and welcome to another Dr. Cassette video. Today we are going to take a look at the Grundig Model CF8200 stereo cassette deck. This cassette deck was made in 1989 and, surprise surprise, it was made in Europe, in Portugal. That was where Grundig used to have a factory back then. Well, I'm afraid to say I once owned almost half of the whole stereo system. I had the matching record player and CD player, but well, both of them were not working very well, so I got rid of them. Also, this cassette deck, well, I think it could use a new capstan motor. So this is a 2-motor cassette deck. However, I'm still keeping it. You know, well, this is a rather cheap late 80s cassette deck, so, well, usually I throw those away. But not this one. This one, to me, is actually pretty special. This was the third cassette deck I ever owned. My first cassette deck was a Denon, the second one was a Yamaha, and this is the third one. And this was, I got this from my grandmother back in 2006. And back in those days I only had the Yamaha cassette deck, since the Denon cassette deck broke and could not be repaired anymore. So I was really happy to have this, because I could, using this thing, copy cassettes and you know, copy from other cassettes and make nice mix tapes. So that was really nice. This was also my very first cassette deck that featured microphone inputs, so I used this to record my own stories that I wrote, and also I would sometimes read from books and record that so that I could listen to those stories on the go, you know, when I was sitting in the car or whatever. So this is quite something special, and yeah, I haven't prepared a voice recording though. However, let's take a look at the features, and there aren't much of those. Eject button, power button, the cassette door, which is somewhat over-dimensioned. I mean, look at that. The actual cassette is only that big. Tape counter with reset button. The cassette deck features a Azimut tape error correction, which is basically a little frame around the head that's guiding the tape. It also has a metal energy head. Oh yes. Here we have the VU meters, and those had a problem whenever I got this cassette deck. The left VU meter, for whatever reason, the level it showed was too low. The actual level inside the cassette deck was just fine, but the level meter didn't show that properly. So I had that in a professional service place back then, because, well, I could repair those things back then. We have an automatic tape selector for ferro, chrome and metal cassettes, Dolby B and C noise reduction, and we have the input level regulators right there. Nice big slider controls. And there we have rewind, fast forward, stop, start, record and pause. And typical for Grundig, instead of printing play onto their machines, they printed start onto there, because even somebody from Germany who cannot speak English can understand that, start. And down there, of course, we have the microphone inputs. So now let's go ahead and play some music on this cassette deck. Here we go. Hope this is going to work.
Way back in the 20s, a very clever turkey found a way to bring the people music. The radio, he called it. Come on, girl, put your headphones on. Hi-fi, steal your headphones, and I can't control it. I'm looking for a way to get by. No, the music of today is just a drag. Still recall the 50s, rock and roll was happy, it was fine. My head looked like a lolly, just looks like Buddy Holly. What a time! Remember, wow, wow, brother, I don't care, just like my mother. I'm looking for a way to get back. The music of the day is just a drag.
Well, there you have it. This song was not recorded using this cassette deck, even though I made a whole lot of recordings using this thing. I use this a lot, so yeah, it is still something special. Lots of nice memories are attached to this one. However, now I want to quickly make a voice recording. And, well, I'll be right back. Here we go with the voice recording. Now, you are going to hear some crackling sounds in the background, and that is the capstan motor that needs replacement. It's causing those weird noises. Anyway. I'm now making a voice recording on the Grundig model CF8200. And you can hear me from both channels because the microphone inputs on this cassette deck were set up really interesting, because if you plug only a microphone into the left channel, you'll hear that microphone through both channels. Really nice idea. So, there you have it. I cannot think of much more I could say. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you again soon.